Tonight we have new details in the case of a murdered teenage girl from Bedford. For months, you have been asking us what happened to 14-year-old Caitlin Cargill. Today, police announced the arrest of a 16-year-old boy. Our Scott Gordon is live at the Oak Creek Apartments with the details. Scott?
Well, Brian, the details spelled out in an arrest warrant are disturbing. According to police, that 16-year-old suspect lived at the same apartment complex. The 14-year-old girl met him for a drug deal and ended up brutally murdered inside his apartment. From the beginning, it's been a mystery. What happened to 14-year-old Caitlin Cargill? After an emotional vigil and weeks of wondering, friends and neighbors are relieved at news of an arrest and stunned by the details.
It's horrible. It's horrible that our youth is just messed up like that. The devil out here is busy.
Police say Caitlin had gone to meet a 16-year-old boy in the complex to get marijuana to sell. That's the last time she was seen alive. Investigators say they found her blood on a hammer in the boy's apartment. They also found blood spatters inside, indicating that's where she was killed. Some neighbors aren't surprised.
With those kids that she was hanging out with, everybody was kind of thinking it could have been one of the kids.
Her body was found in an Arlington landfill. Investigators tracked the trash truck's route and found it had passed through Caitlin's apartment complex.
Well, I was horrified to hear the news originally, shocked to hear the update that there was any sort of that type of behavior going on, and glad at least there's resolution to some degree.
Mr. Tate is aware of the charges against him as well as the maximum possible penalties.
19-year-old Daniel Tate is accused of strangling 17-year-old Olivia McKay here on this Lake Michigan beach in Kenosha last month.
The state is requesting a $1 million cash bond, Your Honor. I believe that's appropriate, first of all, based on the nature of this offense.
In the criminal complaint, Tate's friend told police Tate met McKay online, and they ended up on the beach near the band shell, and that he saw Tate suddenly start choking Olivia, then holding her face down in the water, one knee on Olivia's back and the other foot in the water, and he had his hands by her head and shoulder area. Then he took what looked like an apron he found on the beach and wrapped it around Olivia's neck and pulled back. Police say Tate wrapped her in garbage bags, then dumped her body on a country road in Mount Pleasant.
The nature of this offense in particular has terrified the parents in this community and really, frankly, shocked the conscience of this community as well.
Detectives say Tate named someone else as the killer, then said it was actually a mysterious person whom he'd never met before, but that it still occurred in his presence. He claimed that that mysterious person drove off in her car. The criminal complaint says Tate was seen on surveillance video in the victim's car at a Wheaton Franciscan hospital in Racine. Tate is accused of wanting to flip the teenage girl's car for the money. In Kenosha, Terry Sater, WISN 12 News.
According to the criminal complaint, this case is based largely on the confession of Kenosha Bradford High School senior Jamari Cook. Investigators say Cook told them he witnessed Tate strangle McKay and helped Tate hide her body. Cook is charged separately with hiding a corpse and taking a vehicle without the owner's consent. He's due back in court next week.
State police are investigating after human remains were found north of Jacksonville. Earlier today, agents say they believe the remains were of a 23-year-old Alabama woman. Since then, we have confirmed with the family that the body belongs to Laramie Klein of Ozark, Alabama. A source tells us a tip led state police to Lake Pickthorn in Lono County Sunday. There, we're told the body was retrieved from a submerged suitcase. Arkansas State Police says it also discovered what they believe to be Klein's car near Pinnacle Mountain. Officials have not released the name of the man they're questioning, but we do know he is from the Jacksonville area.